I was sorting out my cappuccino.
But it's chocolate that I really like.
What? VZ 4.0, 2.0, whatever. Kona lapho. How are you? We live.
Do not put some respect on my name, then. Put some respect.
What respect, though?
On my name.
Respect for what?
Respect. Put some respect on my name.
It's so weird not having Cybers here.
Cybers. Anyway. But it is what it does, what it does it, what it does it, what it does it.
Hello.
Because yes, Wego Sola, Cybers, he's really not well. He had a birthday last week, and I think he overdid it. Say hamba hambile.
Say hamba hambile.
Say hamba hambile. He thought it was what he was doing is a young man's sport. So I think
as for a young man's sport, someone is saying hi Hlengiwe Ngosi on the live. Busela bangani Filifine.
Yes. So we are short. So if you want to jump on, just say hi and let's have a conversation, let's have a discussion. So man. But on a more sadder note, I just want to say I know this podcast, this live thing podcast is like to but I just want to say send condolences to the Prime Minister's family.
Yeah.
It is like very, very sad thing that has happened. And yeah, personally I'm gutted. So yeah.
What's your take on the second wave? Like what's causing the surge now?
I really don't know. But before that, the moment of silence.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we are back. The second wave. Like I really don't know, man. Like for me, it's a whole lot of things. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's confusing.
What do you mean it's a lot? What do you mean it's confusing? What's confusing?
Let me now to the second wave. A whole lot of things. Not just okay. I think we did not like handle the first wave. Not to blame anyone.
Yeah.
Not to blame anyone because nobody knew what this was and what it really was. Everyone was just bombarding this thing from the air and just giving us information as it comes to them.
Yeah.
So nobody knew what it was. I think man, with the second wave coming, and it's better when you have when I scored in business school when they teach you like business and stuff, you need to business stuff, you need to have all this strategies
in place.
All the strategies in place. And we did not have that.
Dog, like no one saw this coming. Yeah, I was actually thinking about it the other day about how everyone had a theory of what would wipe out the humans. And it was either AI or global warming, but then it's like a flu, umkhuhlane, basically. Like no one saw it coming. It's wild.
Yeah, so so it's really, really sad when you see don't get into that because I don't know, man, I feel like for me, I feel like this thing is really getting close when you see like people who are really close to you, like being affected by this thing. As we see, yo, this thing is real because it's different. You know it's real, but yo.
But why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, COVID. I don't know. Maybe it's human nature. I don't know. But when it really, 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 really is like really next to you, then
it's like this thing is real. Yeah, and I can relate to that because I had a few relatives actually get COVID this year, and when we got the news and the news broke, it was like this COVID thing as an actual virus. Because all along, it's nice to believe that, okay, kule kashane, it's happening there. And maybe it doesn't get black people. Remember how we had those beliefs that black people were immune. And then suddenly the black people started getting it. And it's like, Mzala is getting it, now Malum is getting it. And then it gets really real. So it's been a wild year. It's been crazy.
It's been like really crazy. And I heard we have the vaccine now. Like the UK, they've started vaccinating and stuff.
But apparently it's got like side effects. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know anything. And I heard who's this judge from SA who was praying? Apparently this Gunel judge in SA who was praying. I would say vaccine, but if this thing comes with demonic other things of you then could see case want to
Emma chips. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know against the vaccine because I cannot lie. Maybe I'm a conspiracy
theorist.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm that. I know I bit school English, but anyway. So I don't know. Maybe now I'm that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe now I'm that thing because a part of me then refuses to be naive. Would say because I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like would say create chaos and then do what you want to do. I think this is what is happening. Because I think that did not come from thin air.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the thing. I feel like someone is trying to profit or
all this mass. It's mass murder if they are trying to. But then.
Yeah, and now you can't really say no to the vaccine now.
Yes, you can. It's still your choice, I guess. Utawuhlala ne-immune system yakho somewhere, I don't know, some bunker or something, because siphila is Hunger Games here. It's hectic. It's really divergent. I don't know. I don't know. It's like what she said, how this is a new thing. No one knows, no one knew, no one saw it coming. So even with the vaccine, we don't know how it's gonna play out. So it's a risk on its own. So there's that.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, because people like riding waves, because I've been seeing a lot of images of how we were warned before, like an image, like Bengali painting where people were in a sub. Train station.
Subway.
I watch movies at the subway, and people were wearing masks. That was 19, but everybody was wearing a mask in. There was another one where people they wanted nothing more but like quarantining.
But then no, this is a common storyline in Hollywood. I don't know what it's called. Like, there's a word for it where they create all this content, all these movies, all these shows about futuristic living and scenarios that actually start to happen. When you look at movies like I, Robot, I'm trying to think of other movies. It's typically stuff we are now living in. But Katseni, it was so weird to know that AI could be in our lives and part of our lives. Even things like swiping touchscreen 20 years ago, it felt like magic, you know. So I don't know about your conspiracy theories.
But man, Google VPN. Is it are they making this movie based on actual events or actual events are happening?
No. It really could be both, but I've heard of something about if you want to build an atomic bomb, you do it in plain sight. So if you're gonna plan destruction of the whole human race, you're gonna do it in plain sight through movies, through things we consume. Like, you won't even see it coming. You'll be like, that's a nice ad. Oh my word. And 20 years from now, there's now a virus that's bullying people. This is a storyline that's played out in so many different movies and MS series, like bio weapons or whatnot, whatever it is. But I mean, I'm hearing your theories. I'm hearing there's conspiracies, but the reality is the virus is here. So let's shift the focus away from coming up with theories and actually doing something to end it. That's what I think.
Yeah, what are you going to do if it's man-made and the people who made this thing know exactly what they're doing? So nalo ukuthi yeah, man, I'm just like defeated.
A conspiracy. Don't be defeated.
But man, what if Vede, they want to put chips in our brains?
Okay.
I'm just saying, what if?
Okay. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst that could happen, I could go to hell because I was saying the mark of the beast.
Oh, now you care about hell. Now you care about hell. When y'all are busy fornicating, you don't care about hell. We see you busy having sex before marriage, but you care about it. My chips in your brain and in your skin. We see y'all.
Man. Wait, at least, man, me fornicating about having sex before like marriage. I'm not saying I'm not having sex before marriage. I'm just in jail. Like
you just what?
But anyway.
No, but they're just trying out putting chips in us. They're also trying it out.
I'm doing that to myself. But anyway, yeah, man, it's yeah, man. So yeah, man, 2020, yeah, it's been a steady year.
But how has 2020 been for you as a personal experience? Like, apart from what's happening in February, yeah, like your experience of 2020.
My experience of 2020 is let's say maybe point out some things. I wrote a status on Email with like shout out to 2020. It has brought us closer to our kids. That's how I feel, because I feel like if
that's cool.
I've always, okay, like personally, I've always had like a relationship with my son, sure.
Yeah.
But post kind of lockdown, we've been everywhere, like running around, but now things sort of we're like calm now. I think also it has helped us to like think technically on how to move, because it was easy. So now you can maximize on the little time that you have things. So we can spend time with our kids because they're home now and we are home.
And,
yeah, man, like relationships, I think 2020, the most important thing that has done well for me is to prioritize things that are important in my life.
Yeah. I think most of us.
Yeah. The people, to be exact, the most important people in my life. Yeah, I spent a lot of time with the people that I care about. Like 2020, back mainly.
It didn't get too much. I once saw a status Semundo Ati, this thing of being at home near lockdown with your family. You can't even come back with food from ocean baskets and eat it by yourself, because now there's like Bomzala and 7 other siblings. You didn't experience like, did you go home and spend time with like your whole damn family, like mom and sisters?
You couldn't really do that. You couldn't really do that because Auntie, you couldn't really do that because we couldn't move. Remember, we couldn't.
Yeah, move. We needed permits.
So yeah. So you needed so
Dog, imagine. We had to get him a letter from our chief. We've been through a lot. We had to go fetch the chief to sign off on our 2020.
Yeah. So I had to fake that. Yeah, so I had to fake that shit.
Wagabani chief wako Philippine. Ingban chief wako. Oh, okay. I mean, I have no proof of this information. I have no proof of this information, so I'm just gonna believe you.
Wait, I'm rooted. I'm fun now.
That is true. Yeah.
Fun now. So yeah, man. I think low, but also it brought me to realize because I can produce.
Ooh.
So I can produce. Man, 2 minutes. Break, everybody, break.
No.
7, 6. I'm back like I forgot.
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah, you need it. Okay. My tune that was I live you on the podcast. Okay, sure. Bye. I am back.
No, I went rude on behalf of the whole nation, on behalf of Facebook, on behalf of the whole concept of a life. Uyahlaza. Kubuka bayakhuda. I'm Mkhuzeni.
Like what I was saying was that people that are important in your life, COVID that was one of the people that are important in my life,
Yeah.
So I apologize. So
oh, that's an important person. Hi, some can see where Sam's Gamete. Important person.
Hi, some can see the one that was on the phone. Oh, come on.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. 2020, all about learning, slowing down.
Yeah, man. But for you, how is 2020?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm in 2023. Honestly, I feel like I've lived 3 years in one. Like, big my first half, second half, third half, and then we just kept going. And it's like 21 la. Like the whole year has just been a blur, but it's also come with great things. I did a lot this year. I got a lot of opportunities this year. I met amazing people this year. I explored my creativity this year. I released a short film this year. Like there was so much that happened in the middle of a pandemic. But I think the biggest takeaway that I'm gonna like jump into 2021 with is the whole be present with your people. Like ube in the moment. We live on the go way too much. We live on the go, we live for social media. Whenever we like at a family event, we on our phones, we never really hang out with the people we love. So COVID was like, like be present with your loved ones, be present with yourself, importantly yourself. So yeah, it was a year of learning, reflecting, opportunities, making lemonade out of lemons and stuff. So yeah.
Would you say that was because you had like a lot of time on your hands?
That's the thing. I didn't have a lot of time on my hands. I made time. I think the first 3 months of lockdown, I was still working. I was like up and down on the road, constantly tweeting about, guys, I'm gonna catch this virus. I'm gonna catch this virus. And then I think I started really hectically working from home around August. So it's pretty recent where I've actually had time to literally have time on my hands, but even at the same time I don't. So
yeah, man, I remember you had that panic. Remember we wanted before this show, we wanted to do that
Ankumbu. Yes. Unlocked. Yeah.
And but sort of COVID. But
I went through a moment. No, I went through paranoia. Like, I think we all went through the shock. There was disbelief, then there was paranoia where you're scrubbing things every 5 seconds, sanitizing your kinto. Then there's the moment where you're like, COVID isn't real, guys. It's all in the mind. And then you remember that there's COVID, and then you get paranoid and you stay stuck in your house. So yeah, I did have that moment where I was stuck in my house, but I recovered from the paranoia.
Yeah, man. But on the real, shout out to you because I remember I see the growth. I remember when we started working. I'm not sure what the.
But to speak up, Booty. Stop trying to sound hot here. Don't know who you're doing.
Nothing about it, nothing about it. I'm not telling you so that but yeah, so I remember when we started working. Yeah, now I see the growth. I see the growth from
like all those years
into
like
when you and I started working. When you were afraid to be on camera, remember those days when you're afraid to be on camera?
Now I'm just
like now you're just making short films and so yeah. And so I feel like that's what we need in the space. So we'll see. You need to grow as a person.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very important. So like shout out to you.
Thank you. Shout out to me.
Yeah, now cinema threads and stuff.
Dog. I'm going vegan in 2021. Maybe Rastafari as well. Anything is possible.
Yeah, but anyway, Masika, I got invited to be on a panel on the TV. That was speaking on 2020 to Beranjan in the industry in Tanzania because now I'm an industry giant. Respectfully, I'm just saying. So yeah. So oh yeah, shout out to Swazi TV and Lunga for like bringing the whole thing together. But yeah,
what is it though? What's the show? Oh.
Yeah, but it was just, it was. I think it's something like what we're doing today, just reflecting on the year. Mbauta would say, how was 2020? How do we think 2020 was in the industry? And Namalungi will say the one thing she liked about it, I would say, it exposed us. As an industry.
Oh yeah.
It exposed us. Yeah, it exposed us. Which we don't have like city. We're not regulated. We don't have like foundation. And all of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm trying to say, good say, not a thing for. Yeah, just that. Good say, was exposed it, and now we have a lot to work on. Now we know.
Yeah. I think
that is serious.
I think it also pushed people to think outside of the box, to think outside what you know. Yeah. Like, okay, this has been taken away from you. How do you still create right now? And a lot of things came out of this. Yeah, good things happened in 2020, hey? Like, some really good things happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of bad things and good things.
Yeah, it's like
saying, yeah, because I feel like good industry, it exposed us. Good see, we really don't have structure like digital space. We don't in a lot of
places,
but mostly good digital space.
There's no structure.
Like digital space where the rest of the world is in a now we've always thought we would see the money is at Guma gigs and all of those. Ganzi. There's another check.
There's a whole world
from your
music. Yeah. There's a whole
that
world.
You need to collect from your music. And my musicians along they were sort of when I'll just drop a song, I'll gig. So now you can't really gig. You need to really push your business in place. So without that other check.
Yeah.
So Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in other spaces as well with poetry and all of those. Well, but
Yeah.
poetry. Oh wait.
Ongangenik spaces you know
Would
nothing
you?
about.
Well, I could. But anyway,
Wait, what?
so,
Wait, what?
I get it. Just mess up and leave. Yeah. Well, so, but yeah, man. I was thinking that thing.
Yo.
Uh, would you appreciate because I feel like the poetry space is dead. I'm not
The poetry
like
what?
you the poetry industry in is it a separate industry? The poetry scene
Okay.
ayikho kahle hle.
I
Yabo sengcono ne
I feel like we don't know a lot of poets, but I think Ikona. I don't want to believe it's not there. I mean,
right?
if there's a whole section in awards, it must be there, right?
Oh, well, the hours or something.
Okay, I
What?
see collab.
Okay. So
We are not there today.
well, what I was trying to say was what I was trying to say was and is ukuthi ikhona sharp,
Hmm.
but it's not it's an underground thing. I don't know. Maybe it's an underground thing. I don't know. But as Yiboni, as we don't see them digging, we don't in or maybe it's an underground thing.
No, no,
Because
Vele Finishers. No, no, just because wena udi align nabo deja vu, nabo exchange, nabo all those things, and then you don't look for like jazz cafes and shows with clickers. Doesn't mean ayiko. Are you like keeping your ear to the
well,
ground for that industry? Do you consume
okay,
content
I mean,
from that
I will
industry?
I'll have you know, me, ne? Then uyakhumbula lo first Friday it's a say sharp it's a say we kuba poets and stuff. I even drive as far as Manzini, ngiyobukela just poetry. Yabo. So
Okay,
because I love poetry.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't love
So
rap without
okay.
liking poetry, so yeah.
Yabo, so into it and I was even thinking like making a tape, like have like 6 5 poets.
That would be
Yabo.
dope.
Uh yeah, put beats behind, yeah, but like dope beats. They do their stuff, maybe have like vocalists, yeah, but like poetry motion type thing. Yeah, but
Okay, all right. Uh,
just to put
to put them on, just to put them on, just to create a space for them.
yeah, just to like shine light, yeah, but lapo in there because I know I have this friend, Bega, she was dope. Yeah, well, oh, still is, ngoba akasendilutho. But wayekela because the space is uyahamba nje to the shows. Yabo. Uh, she said she feels like they don't get paid as yabo as much as labahlala.
Mm.
Yet it's like the same thing,
It's all art.
and they don't really get the gigs they want. Yabo, because yabo the only gigs they want in labati organizela wona bona. Yabo.
Yeah.
So the business there does not make sense.
So you've got all these artists, all these creators, and there's no space for them. Basically, that's what you're saying. There's no
Yeah,
platforms. Are,
there's no we have
are we the
platforms.
target market though? Like, are we their target market?
Ganja,
Like,
Ganjan.
for example, let's say, let me just make a guess. Could see 70% of the country listens to hip hop. Ne?
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
70%
Hmm.
of Swazi millennials or whatnot consuming hip hop, and then 30% consuming poetry. Maybe the reason why Bonala, like, they don't have platforms is because we're just not inclined to that art. I could be wrong. So if someone wants to like correct me in the comment section, I really could be wrong, but maybe it's just a case of that. I will see they don't have platforms. It's just a number game. The ratio is, I don't know.
So, so what you're saying is we have these platforms, but they do not cater for everything.
Yeah, like we consume culturally, like urban culturally, we consume one type of thing at a time. If sigma piano, nyalo, sigma piano. If sig trap, nyalo. There will be anomalies that listen to jazz and whatnot and rock, but there's generally a trend in what we consume. So maybe there will be a time when we want to consume a whole lot of poetry, and then there's gonna be these platforms for the poets. But I honestly feel like they have platforms. I feel like they're doing a lot. Like I know a couple of poets, guys, and they're quite talented and they're doing amazing things. So I don't know, maybe we could feature some of the 2021.
Yeah, but I disagree with you, Gangan.
You can't disagree with me. The woman is always right. The woman is always right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's on Kotleo
because bofuna kusiyenga.
Wait, there's a point where every stage was just housed. If let's say what are the game is big, but he couldn't feel Mavuso.
Exactly.
Kiss, he couldn't feel Mavuso.
Give her Jada kiss.
Because
y'all are disrespectful. Y'all are so disrespectful.
But the next inside, and yeah, it was packed one night. So I okay, yeah, but and then
yes, let's protect black women. Apparently, we should protect black women. We should protect black women. Like, are you seeing this? Someone protect me.
I just think it's a jab. Nah, it's a jab. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same case as these kids lava on the same stage with the house guys, but they are like hip hop. Would say a space on these platforms, I think. Would say from Ekalen, and people are just like relaxed. We have this soul person because me as a person, as a fan, but I would appreciate to like a playlist.
Okay.
Type thing. I don't know. Yeah, they're like a place. Mhlambe la qaleni in sekugcineni ke save house sekashayiva umsebenzi. I'm just saying. Maybe have
like but okay.
You can't put like a soulful thing.
Yes, you can. I once saw someone drinking tea at Groove at 3 a.m. So it's possible. So you can put soulful music.
Yeah, so but they buy two everyone else is like by that time, everyone else is just out of it. But anyway, so I believe you can have like a poet with my platform just now.
Okay.
But because I've seen Sanelsi will do her thing.
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah,
who Sanelsi?
Yeah, man.
Senetisiwe.
Sanelsi.
Oh, he said it with his chest even.
Yeah. No. It was with my feet. Now I said this with my chest now. Say it with my chest because I mean it. I will say it twice.
Yeah.
Because I mean it.
The internet doesn't forget though.
Yeah. I will edit and delete. That's my shit. So yeah, maybe it's them, they're not working hard enough, or they're just. I did not say they're not working hard enough. I'm saying maybe they're just pushing their underground thing.
Let it be known that I didn't say anything. I didn't agree. I didn't.
Maybe. No. I'm trying to look out for them. How? Or maybe when they're like underground things or jan. I don't know. But all I'm saying is I personally would love to see more poetry acts on our stages, or even if I see my piano stage. but even if they organize their own shows, but I will go that level.
Yeah,
Yabo.
I hear you.
Go that level. Go see with the to like packing, yada yada yada. I don't understand the other business so because labantu labahlabelayo bane CD bese sebathengisa then they eat. So angadi wona if they do CDs or njani.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Maybe we should start engaging poets. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to in 2021 with regards to the industry? With regards to the industry, not your own personal life, that's your own struggle. Like what are you looking forward to? What are you excited for before we wrap up? Because my battery is like babu.
Okay, now I need to bounce now. So I feel like 2021. I want to see a lot of people but proper or music in Tanzania. I like to see there's a couple of people I want could start dropping next year.
Okay.
And I want a lot of music to drop in the business to make sense.
And for the business to make sense. Yeah. Wait, like why do you keep bringing up poetry? Like is there something you want to say? Do you want to start a war?
I love poetry and
do you want to start beef?
And I'm not seeing a lot of it. Or maybe we just don't like poetry.
Speak for yourself.
Like poetry.
I love poetry. Like
I know you like poetry. I know you like poetry. But anyway, so yeah, I want to see a lot of music drop, and I want that music to make sense because right now we see a lot of music. We should be seeing a lot of music dropping. It is dropping, but I say born anyway because the marketing doesn't make sense. The business doesn't make sense. So I want to see a lot of music being dropped and us managers and people, marketers in Tanzania, doing the most to promote the music and that music, if figure it in right. Not even the fans, but the right ears to like elevate the thing.
Yeah, especially that. So,
yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, man. So
that's cool.
So I want to see a lot of that. Oh, personally,
we don't want. No, please don't drop any tapes. Like on behalf of everyone, do not drop any tapes. Like. I'm speaking for me and everyone who's not consuming it. So Slindile does not like poetry. That's a shame, child. That is a shame. But anyways, I wouldn't valelisa, guys.
Okay, peace, love, and happiness. This is our last show. Yes. 2020, Stambona 2021. Hopefully big and better.
Definitely.
Happiness, peace, love, and happiness. So
to everyone,
wherever you are, take meds and yeah.
And stop going out, child. Just stop. Just stop it.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching the show, to our number one fan and fans and people who don't like poetry. Thank you for always tuning in every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Let's do it again even next year. Hopefully by next year people will like poetry. Maybe. No? Okay. But anyways, guys, do follow me, Dim the Creative, on Twitter and IG.
Yeah. So slightly the DM them not handle people follow me, when it's worded _convo, navele film gomezu, peace, love, happiness, I got to bounce. Praise. Them not okay.